Ms. Madsen, I'm just reading this over because I was disturbed when I read these papers, quite frankly. And I wanted to look through your records. Let's take 1996. You have an office visit with the pediatrician on February 13th of 96. You have an office visit with the pediatrician on February 28th, 96. You have an office visit with the pediatrician on March 15th of 96. You have an office visit with the pediatrician on April 1st. As a matter of fact, there are 2 office visits listed for April 1st. You have another office visit on April 26th with the pediatrician. You have another office visit on May 28th with the pediatrician. You have another office visit on August 1st with the pediatrician. You have another office visit. No, there are none other listed here. So those are the office visits that you have with the pediatrician. All right, Mr. Maher, I'd like to hear from you, sir.
This is a patient consultant text for the 2 drugs that I refused to pay for. The Ritalin, that's the toothpaste and the vitamins. Because I believe you could use Crest and a vitamin and get bottled water, and that would go away. I believe her back problems would go away if she would stand tall, put a book on her head.
Well, you're not a doctor either. She has
No, I'm
pains.
not.
She has pains in her back. Yeah, go ahead.
A little common sense would go a long way.
What else, sir?
There's a set of bills from June 23rd, 1996, in our correspondence. And basically, I refused to pay bills that were older than 30 days. She had gotten really lax. There are bills in there that are a year. This is 1 week before I'm going to see the child. I get $465 worth of bills. That's going to ensure the fact that I can't do the things I'd planned. So I paid 30 days and said, I'm not paying the rest, Judy. I'm not paying that, I'm not paying that, I'm not paying that. And she says, well, why not? You're the father, you're supposed to pay. And I said, because I am a responsible parent, I can't. I mustn't pay.
What else? Because I don't think that that's what you're complaining about, sir.
No, I'm really complaining about the misuse of my daughter. I'm really complaining about taking her to this doctor and that doctor and this doctor and running her all around, and she can't be a kid. That's really what I'm angry about. And I'm angry. It's got to stop. I don't know how. Don't know how to make this stop. I think as far as the other bills...
I can think of several ways, sir, that seem to be reasonable. Do you have a copy of your judgment of divorce, either one of you?
I do.
May I take a look at it, please? This was an agreement that you hammered out between the 2 of you, I assume, either through mediation or by attorneys. Is that right?
Attorneys.
Through attorneys. You're not supposed to smile when you say that, sir. Look, I do not get the sense, Miss Madsen, that your former husband wants to be anything but a good parent to this child and wants to be remiss in his financial responsibility. I say that because he is faithful in paying his child support. He does pay for certain of her medical and dental bills. He does pay for her orthodontic bills. He does pay for other bills. I will tell you that I was concerned when I read your papers. I'll tell you why. Whenever I see a child, a young child who is otherwise healthy, go to a doctor as frequently as your daughter does and have as many kinds of prescription medications as your daughter has, even though some of them can be acquired over the counter with a little bit of imagination. When a child is taken to a chiropractor without any specific referral by an orthopedist, when it appears to me that a child is overly involved with the medical profession, bells go off in my head. I guess it's part of my training. That sometimes there's a problem not so much with the child, but with the custodial parent.